Hi there, it's Tamara Doris, your Sacramento real estate professional, and I want to talk to you today about something that may be considered a little weird, a little woo-woo. But before I do, I want to preface it by saying I have been researching and studying mind over matter and things that may be considered like paranormal by some people. And at one time, because I was studying this when I was in graduate school, and back then in both the corporate arena and the real estate industry, it was considered like, okay, a little out there. But now, who has the last laugh? Because neuroscience supports everything that I've been researching and writing about for all these years. Quantum physics is getting really close to saying the same thing. And there are things like studies at Stanford and the Noetic Sciences and, so many universities. And if you've never read Dr. Dean Radin by example, he's got books that show the standards and the statistics that prove that these things work. So people may be closed-minded to it, but at the end of the day, what have you got to lose to try it? If mind over matter can work, wouldn't you want to know how it works? So in this video today, I want to talk just briefly about how I use it in my real estate business and how you can use it in buying or selling a house. And if you're an agent, you can use it to attract clients and to get your listings sold and to find houses for your buyers. So why wouldn't you want to try it is the question. And it's something called conviction. People talk about manifestation all of the time, and I used to as well, but I understand now through my research and experimentation and application in neuroscience, I understand that there's a lot more to it. And it really starts with our level of consciousness. But I'm not going to bore you with all of that. Instead, I'm just going to show you and explain to you how you can use it. So at the end of the day, what it really boils down to is your conviction. Now, some people may say faith, but also faith can make people who are non-religious kind of go, ooh. So we're not going to use that term. We're going to use the term conviction. What is a conviction? A conviction is a knowing. You know inside yourself that this thing is going to happen. So let's apply it now if you're a buyer or a seller. If you're a buyer, what you want to do is you first want to determine what you want in a house, how much you want that house to be, what neighborhood you want that house to be in, and think it, feel it all the time. Now, I'm going to give you some really, really important advice. This does not negate the importance of taking proper action. If you're going to buy a house, you need to make sure you have an excellent real estate agent. You need to make sure you have a really good lender. You need to make sure you have good credit. You need to make sure that you don't go buy a boat when you're in escrow, right? You need to be open-minded, you need to be cooperative, and you need to be compromising. So action and behavior are very, very important aspects of this. But it all starts with your conviction. See yourself in the home of your dreams. See it happening. Know beyond a shadow of a doubt that you are going to have your dream home. Be patient. Let go of it. Don't attach desperation to it, because what happens when we're desperate, and this is something from quantum physics, is it's a repellent force. So you don't want to be like, hold on to it, like, oh, I have to have it or I'm going to die. But you want to just have this knowing. It's going to come when it comes, but I see it, I feel it, and I know it's going to happen. Okay, so that's for buyers. For sellers, it's the same thing. You want to see the amount of money that you plan on making. Now, you can't be unreasonable. If you only have $100,000 in equity, you can't be convinced that you're going to get $500,000. You've got to be realistic here. This is not about airy-fairy, wish upon a magic star. This is factual neuroscience and how this works. So if you are a seller, you want to make sure that you do your due diligence. Look at your net sheet, have someone with your agent or, whatever, a lender if you're buying another house, because you can just use the buyer one that I just gave you. But for selling your home, you want to have the conviction that everything is going to go smoothly. You want to see yourself moving out of the house. You want to see yourself looking at the big check that you're going to get or the bank balance that you're going to have when the funds are wired. You want to imagine and just be so convinced, to have conviction, that you're going to get the top dollar for your home in the amount of time set. Now, another thing for both buyers and sellers is we take action. And I already told you about talking to a lender or working with an agent. But what other things can you do? Well, if you are that convinced, as a seller, for example, that your home is going to sell quickly and for top dollar, you better start packing, right? You better start looking for your next house or wherever you're going to move to. So action is behavior, and through neuroscience, we know that action and behavior takes a role when it comes to the things that we're convinced of. So start with the conviction, start with the image of what you want, know you're going to have it, and believe it, and start taking action towards it. And I'm telling you, it makes all the difference in the world. Now, if you're a real estate agent and you want to know more about this, you can follow my other channel where I talk all about this kind of stuff as I've applied it in my real estate business, and many agents over the years have applied it too. But I'm here to just say one more time, your conviction, your belief in the outcome you want has more to do with the success of your real estate transaction than the market, the economy, the other people in the transaction. It has everything to do with it. And I see so many buyers and sellers that I just watch, and I listen to all the other agents that just are so upset and frustrated, and it was just the worst thing in the world. But I'm here to tell you that your conviction will make all the difference in the world. So if you need any help in Sacramento buying or selling a property, there's a link below. Reach out to me and let me help you, because I believe 100% in success for every single one of my clients. I hope you have a great day, and thanks for watching.